When you get a birth certificate, you're in the system. They are tracking you with your birth certificate numbers. You're in the system. You got to pay taxes to the system that continues to perpetuate lies. That's all that's there at the public school, is lies. They teach you how to spell. And if you're good spellers, you'll still be in the system, but they put you in a different type of category. So now you're a scientist. They teach you how to make GMOs to put back into the system to feed the people that's killing the people, how to make a nano biotech, how to do microwave warfare. So they're looking for those that have brainiacs to understand how to spell and interpret the codes in the system. Because it's intelligence. Intelligence means that I have placed something in you. I told you something, now it went in you, now you are intelligent. The Bible says, if you abide in my word, and let my word abide in you, you will ask whatever you will, it will be done for you. But you have to abide in his word, because his word is not intelligence. His word is wisdom. Amen. His word is power. Amen. His word is authority. Amen. He'll give you the authority over the systems. You do not have to live under the system. He said, I have placed you into heavenly places far above the systems. If anybody understanding me? Amen. Y'all on your phone, y'all know what's going on. Those phones is a system. Your TV is a part of the system. The food you eat is a part of the system. The water you drink is a part of the system. The air you breathe is a part of the system. It wasn't always like that. Well, as soon as Adam gave up his authority upon the earth to take dominion over all the beasts in the field, all the fowls in the air, all the things that are in the sea, when he disobeyed God and did what God said not to do, he gave up his authority over this earth. Now the enemy has the authority. He has the power. Except for those that become believers in Jesus Christ, because he came to pull down the authority of the enemy, which Adam relinquished in the beginning. But if you don't use that authority, you are still under the power of the enemy, which you're still under the system. We are being deceived on a daily basis. We are being deceived in the movies, in the education field, in the sports arena. We are being deceived on a daily basis. That's why he said, give us this day in the word. If you pray, Jesus, they said, Jesus, teach us how to pray. He said, our Father, you know that part. He said, give us this day our what? Daily. We need to eat this word how much? Daily. Why? Because the enemy is daily bombarding you. Not only daily, but nightly too. Yes. Tell me how I know. How you know? By the dreams that you have, you know the enemy is in your subconscious. Because you sleeping and he fighting you. Amen. And how did he make a way in? Oh, Lord Jesus. How did he get a way in? What door was open? What gate was not guarded? Ask yourself. If you are in a system where the devils have, the devils have, can I say impartation? Because I know we use that as spiritual thing. The Father impartates his spirit into, I don't know all about that. But you know what I'm saying? There's an impartation of Satan's plan in the earth. And he got to use a man or a woman.
Yep.
He has to use people to get his plan.
Yes.
The question is, are you one of his people?
That's good. All right. That's real good. That's real good. That's good.
Who are his people? They said be aware, because sometimes you might be entertaining angels unawares, right? Yeah. And we think that when we hear the word angel, we think that that's a godly thing. Amen. You may entertain demons unawares.
Amen. Amen.
So this allows a foothold. The Bible says in Ephesians, don't give them a foothold. A foothold. You know, a foothold. Don't, you know, a foothold, right? 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 Jacob had a foothold on Esau.
That's right. Come on.
Huh? The mother wanted to know, why is there a war in my belly? The Lord said, because you got two nations in there. And whoever comes out first is going to get the birthright. So they was fighting who's going to be first. There is a system in this global world that's fighting who's going to stay on top.
Amen.
Who's going to be first? The Bible says, the first shall be last. The last shall be first. What can we do there? Come on. You three line up right here. Face the camera. Quick, come on, quick. I got all that. She got the camera. And line up. I mean like one line. Anybody, come. All right. I just want to use this as an illustration. All right. The Bible says, first shall be last. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says, the last shall be first. Listen to this. The Bible says the first shall be last. The last shall be first. Did anything move but the first and the last? Because what does the Bible say? I don't know what the Bible says. I'm going to tell you what I said. This is what I said. This ain't what the Bible said. This is what I said. So Paul let you know when he was writing about what the Lord said, and he said, but my opinion is this. You know, if you got to divorce somebody, you know, put them away, but don't be married. That's what I said. And God ain't said that. You understand? I'm telling you now, God ain't said this. The Bible said the first shall be last. But my interpretation, Yvette Edwards' interpretation is the black man was the first on the earth.
Yes.
And I only say black because we don't know what we are. I said black because the ones that came second claim to be first. So put you black, and the meaning of black means no existence.
Come on, Jesus. That's right. That's good. That's right.
So she going to stand in substitute for the black man. Adam, with his foolish self, listening to a woman because of love. That's why you said, baby, would you marry me? Why you say that? Because of love with your foolish self. Don't get married for love, get married for purpose.
Amen.
When you get married for love, it don't last.
Amen. That is so true.
That's right.
You got to get married for purpose.
Yes.
His purpose, that is.
Amen. That's right.
She gonna substitute for the black man. The black man, Adam, and the black woman, you know, they go together. The first shall be last. That's why you were white today, with your whiteness. The white, which that whole race thing is a system.
Yes.
Anytime anybody puts you in a category, they place you in a system.
Yes.
And when they can control the system, they control you.
That's right. Amen.
And then the second came, because you can't get white, you can't get black from white. It don't work. Black is dominant.
Yes.
And I'm still using the word because we don't know no other word.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use color because I'm talking about black. Stand up, sister. She got on a black dress. That's black. Black is dominant. I don't care if I put a little bit of bleach in there. That dress is still going to be black.
That's right.
I can't get white out of that dress. No matter what I do, I can add every color to it. I can't get white out of that dress unless I extract the blackness.
Yeah. Amen.
In this system, we got the blue coats extracting the black boys. Ask me how I know.
I know.
His daddy tells us that every year there's about it started earlier, it's getting a little better, because we're hearing what's going on, but almost every year, with the medium, I'm going to say a medium because it was 400, 500, 600, 700, but the medium is about 550 black boys are being shot by blue coats.
Come on.
With black guns.
That's right.
And they ain't had none.
That's right.
From 12-year-olds up. They saw a 4-footed 12-year-old and thought it was a man and shot him to death. 2 cops. On film. It's black extraction trying to make things white.
Come on. Jesus.
There was black extraction from the Bible.
Right.
Yes, it was. The whole thing.
Trying to make things white. So this one lady, she kept making mistakes. She kept making mistakes. She kept making mistakes. And she was a typist. She was a secretary. She kept making mistakes. And she had to be fired from the job because she was secretary, but you keep making mistakes with the black keys on the white paper. So she invented whiteout.
Whiteout. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Lord have mercy.
So somebody, even though she invented the liquid whiteout, somebody
Took the concept.
that have been used by the devil with the agenda to white out the Bible. And God said in the Bible, because we was foolish, we wanted to be like the other people around us. We wanted to have kings. We didn't want to have prophets.
Amen.
Huh? We didn't want to hear from Moses no more. We don't want to hear from the Lord that comes from God. We don't want to hear from the prophets. We don't even want to hear from the judges. We want kings like the other ones have kings. He said, you want a king? I'm going to give you a king.
Right.
King Babylon. You're under slavery for 400 years.
Jesus.
You're still under slavery in America over 400 years. We're still in slavery.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, we are.
They write out the Bible. Thank God for Jesus.
Yes.
The Bible said in the Old Testament, did I say the Old Testament? The Old Testament said the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. We are in the dispensation of the last becoming first. It's a dispensation that he's talking. It's a time frame that he's talking about.
Amen.
But he didn't change the people. When God called a people, they will be the people. I don't care what when anybody said, your seed shall bruise the head of the serpent.
Speak that truth. True.
That's why they put Planned Parenthood in your neighborhood.
That's
Amen.
right.
Amen.
That's
Yes,
right.
we just talking about you really take it.
They want to extract the blackness.
That's right.
They want to extract the black seed.
Yes.
They want to extract the black male.
Come
Yes,
on.
they do.
The whole welfare system, not when it began, when you became a part of it. Because when it began, it was for the white people
Yes.
in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's right. That's right.
2, 3, 4 teeth in their mouth. Po. We in projects talking about we poor. We ain't never. We need to go to the Appalachian.
Come on.
Yeah, po. They don't say poor. That's where we get it from. They go po. They po.
That's right.
That's where the welfare started with. But when you wanted integration, you didn't longer want separation. You want integration. When we integrated, things became worse for us.
Amen. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Brown versus Wade, allowing the blacks into the white schools.
Wrong.
And now, what they do is everything in the education system is race motivated, is race assessed. What they're saying is like, we now have to bridge the gap between the white knowledge and the black knowledge. What the hell is that?
Come on.
Where's that?
What is that?
Lord have mercy.
Come on.
To see, the problem is they know that you were first.
Amen.
They just want to know how the hell you made pyramids in Egypt. They want to know how you can mummify a body that it can last thousands of years. And we embalming people, and the worms is eating up their flesh
That's right.
in 3 or 4 days.
Come on. That's right.
We got chemicals. The word chemicals come from Kemet. Kemet was the word for the whole Africa, not just Egypt. It was Africa. Africa is a white man's name.
That's right.
Yes. I know that's right. Tell the truth.
So
Yeah.
right now, we right here. Come back here, sister. Yeah, you was last. Put you on slave ships. Took your land. Stay there, baby. Took your land.
We can take it
Look, we ain't talking about Africa land neither.
Come on.
We talking about this land we on.
That's
Took
right.
your land. Changed your name. First called you Indian because they thought you was black with the Ethiopians. But the white people, they can't pronounce certain words. But then they make us learn how to spell English, which is a spell. Because letters ain't nothing but symbols.
That's right.
And symbols can cause demons to live upon us.
That's right.
And if I take on the symbol, put it in my ears, put it in my hair, put it in my ears, oh Lord Jesus, put it on my hair, symbols, then those demons are allowed in. Did I ask you, how did they get in? What gates did you allow unguarded? What doors have you opened to the enemy? What properties of the enemy is in your refrigerator? Oh. They use chemicals in the food that we eat. And we, God's people that have the authority to bless our food, we don't do it.
Come on. That's right.
Some of us, the religious, said, Lord, bless this food. He didn't say me bless it, you bless it.
Amen.
So we in the restaurant, you know we like to eat. As the devil know we like to eat. That's how the witches get in, because they know you like to eat.
Amen.
They will make you eat exactly what God said don't eat. Leave the shrimp alone, leave the pork alone. don't put the cheese on the burgers. Look, I'm guilty. I can preach because I'm guilty. But I'll be really guilty if I don't let you know.
Amen.
And then your blood is on my hand. Let my own blood be on my hand. I don't need your blood on my hands. So I got to tell you the truth. So chemicals come from the word chemic, which come from the Egyptians, which come out of Africa. Because now they're trying to say Egypt not a part of Africa. Jerusalem is a part of Africa, people.
Yes, it is.
Hello?
Yeah.
That little gap that they did, that was a man-made gap. You know how you make a canal, like in the Philippines, they got the Philippine Canal. What they call that? What they call it in the Philippines? The small canal. The what? Suez. Sound like swine. Anyway, they made in Africa the same places under the earth, under the sea. Those places that they go all the way over to Jerusalem. Ain't no separation in the plates. So that's one land. It's one massive land. If you see the maps now, every time you see the map, they're making Africa smaller than all the other continents. But when you was a kid, the map, Africa was bigger than all the other continents. And Europe ain't a continent.
That's right.
But they told us it was because they was mad because you was first.
Yeah.
So since they know you was first, they said, if we separate them from their families, if you can't go back past your grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother on both sides, you've been separated from the knowledge of your people.
Amen.
So if I separate you from the knowledge of your people, and I make your seed grow up in the house of another man, I'm going to teach you what the other man wants you to know. And he's going to give you the book, which is your book, called the Book of the Negroes. I mean, the Book of the Hebrews. I mean, the Book of the Hebrews. I mean, your book. And tell you obey your masters, because when you was a kid, you called me master. So I'm going to give you your own book to keep you in bondage. Eat a mosquito, I say.